Hello students, welcome back. In previous class we are discussed about the things related to electricity. Now we start a new chapter of your class 8th class. Okay, in 8th class we are discussing the next chapter, that is a light guys. Okay, in that chapter we are discuss about the what do you mean by the light and how we are deal with that light. Means we can understand how the light will be traveling and what is the speed of that light. Means dear student, we are discuss the more things related to a lights in a daily life. When you are switch off the light available in your room, then what happening, you can't available, you can't see, you can't see the any object present in front of you. Why it is happening guys, and what is the reason behind that? So in that chapter we are discussing whole things related to a light. And basically we know that light is a form of energy guys. Light is also a form of a energy. So my dear students, in that chapter learn more things related to a light, and we are discussing the more important examples of your daily life. Means what happening when a one mirror is placed in front of you, then how many images will be formed, how many maximum images will be formed in that phenomena. Whenever you are moving to a barber, that time you see that that barber shop having a two mirrors in front of you and the back side of you. That time you can see the your back part in the live long distance. There are, you see that many mirrors will be available, but it's not happening guys. So that is a property of a light. What happening with the light guys? So we start the today's lecture with these following topics. So we start that topics guys. So first topic today's class is a introduction. In this chapter what we use and what is the light guys. The name of that chapter is a light. So first of all we are define the what is the light and how we can identify that is light or yes or not guys. After that we are discussing about the optics, that is a branch of physics guys, in which we are discussing about the complete phenomena related to a light. Next one is the guys nature of a light and a properties of a light. What is the nature and what is the properties of a light? Now is next one is a sources of light. Means we are describe the name of the sources and divide into some parts as per their some properties of a material guys, how it is provide the light guys. So last one is a source of light, and one more point, that is a behavior of light at the interface of two media. Let's suppose guys there are the two interface is available. What that is a interface means that is a air guys and that is water. So there are the two different medium. First one is the air and second one is the water. So what is the interface guys? In that point, that surface are the interface of that media guys. You can say the medium. So that interface are whenever the light is incident on that interface. So now we are discuss the what happening on that interface. What happening if we are changing the water to air and air to glass. So all phenomena will be discussed in that topic guys. So now we start the first topic, that is a introduction guys. Light is a invisible form of energy. Focus on my words, invisible form of energy. Means guys, light also is the form of energy. Light is also a form of energy that causes the sensation of vision. Means whenever in ninth standard you are reading and learning the chapter sound, that time you are using the sensation of a hearing. Means which part of our body is used in that process guys? Ear is used. And in the light guys, whenever we talk about the sensation of vision, that time which part of our body is used guys? The eyes are used to visualize any object. So without any energy we cannot see any object. Which type of energy required? Light energy is required to see any object guys. Light waves are electromagnetic waves. If you are talking about some properties of electromagnetic waves, means guys that waves have the properties that it can travel in a vacuum also. It can travel in a vacuum also, means light energy can traveling vacuum. How you can say it is traveling the vacuum? Let's suppose guys we are talking about that sun and that earth. Okay guys, between that space guys, at the some space are without any atmosphere. At sun having the atmosphere only that part, and that space are no atmosphere guys. There is a no atmosphere between sun and earth in that part, means there is a vacuum only. But without any medium, without any atmosphere, light will be traveling from the sun to earth, means it is a electromagnetic waves and it is traveling in a vacuum also. It is a traveling in a vacuum also. If you are talking about the vibration, whenever the wave is traveling guys, there are the two phenomena. Let's suppose wave is traveling in that direction. Okay, now, and the air particle and the particle of medium will be vibrate in up and down. So what is the angle between the direction of wave propagation and the wave particle vibration? That is a 90-degree wave propagation guys. So that type of propagation are used in a electromagnetic waves. It having some electrical part, some magnetic part, all are perpendicular to each other guys. So it is called the electromagnetic waves. It is called the electromagnetic waves. Next one is the what is the optics. What is the optics? The name define the optics means that it is completely related to a light guys. It is a branch of physics. It is a branch of physics which deals with the study of light. Means guys, if we are talking about the optics, that time we are talking about the complete light. Okay, now it is mainly divided into three parts. That optics is divided into three parts, and in 10th standard we are discussing only one part. When we move to 11th and 12th standard, mostly in a 10th 12th standard guys, other part is discussed. And the whenever we prepare our competition exam, that time we are focused on more deeply study of that parts guys. Okay, now first part one is a geometrical optics, and one more name that is called the ray optics. Why we are saying that is a geometrical optics guys? Whenever we are talking about that optics guys, most of the solution are provided by the some geometrical formulas. Most of the diametrical formulas are used in that process guys. Next one is a wave optics guys. Next one is a wave, or you can say the physical optics. In this we are talking about the light is traveling in the form of wave. If basically light is traveling in the dual nature guys, but if we are talking about the wave nature, that time we are discussing some phenomena which are performed by the wave nature of the light guys. Wave nature of the light shows dual nature, particle nature and wave nature. We are discussing all the theory of behind that. Now second part is a wave or physical optics guys. Next one is quantum optics. In that optics we are discussing about the some light particles, you can say the photons, which are the particle, means you can say the packets of energy guys. So in there are the three parts of optics. First one is a geometrical optics, second one is a wave optics guys, and third and last one is a quantum optics. Okay guys, so now we discuss one by one what is the geometrical optics. Okay guys, now we are focusing the new topic, that is a nature of light and properties of a light. What is the nature? In a previous statement we are saying light having a dual nature, it can be wave, it may be particle also. So what is the theory behind that? Who can prove that light having a dual nature? So one by one we are discussing the all theories guys. Particle nature, first of all we are discussing about the particle nature of light. Newton's corpuscles theory. Newton corpuscles theory guys, it says that light travels in the form of particles. According to a Newton, light travel in space with a great speed, with a great speed as a stream of a small particle called the corpuscles. Called the corpuscles. Means light traveling in a small particle, and each small particle are called the corpuscles. That is called the Newton's corpuscular theory. Okay guys, according to this theory, reflection, refraction of light are explained. If we are consider that light is traveling in the form of particle, that time we can prove that two phenomena. First one is a reflection, second one is a refraction. In next further lectures we are completely discuss what do you mean by the reflection and what do you mean by the refraction guys. Presently we are saying that suppose that is a surface and light is coming from that direction and moving in that direction. That is called the reflection. Okay, and in a what happen in a refraction? If light is coming in that direction guys, and after some time it bend towards normal and away the normal, that phenomena is called the refraction. Okay, and practical example of a refraction is guys, when we are having a glass of a water and we dip any material, any solid material in that side, then what happen guys? It form the tilted form. So that is a phenomena of a refraction guys. So that phenomena will be explained by the Newton corpuscles theory. That phenomena is explained by a Newton corpuscle. Sorry. So that time everyone having the faith on a Newton, because it is a very high level scientist guys. So everyone having a faith on that statement. But guys, in there is some problem is occur while this theory was felt to explain the interference of light and diffraction of light. Guys, that theory is failed to perform the phenomena of interference. Means whenever two waves are merged guys, that what happening? So that phenomena, if then that phenomena is performed by using that theory, that time it's failed. Means the result according to that phenomena is different and practical result is a different. Means that theory cannot be proved the interference and diffraction of a light. So that time a new theory is discovered, that is called the wave theory of light. By using of a wave theory guys, so in which part that theory is failed guys? In a interference and diffraction. But by using the wave theory we are explained that phenomena interference and diffraction. So that is a requirement why we are getting a new theory. So there is some failure in that theory. So now we move to a next theory. So next one is a wave theory guys. What do you mean by the geometrical optics guys? In a geometrical optics, it deals with the reflection and refraction. Geometrical optics is completely based on a reflection and a refraction guys. Okay, and next one is theory is a next optics is a wave optics. What do you mean by the wave optics? It is concerned with the nature of light and deal with the interference, diffraction and polarization. Whenever we are talking about the wave optics, that time we are discuss about the some phenomena of light, that is the interference, diffraction and polarization. It is proved by the wave optics guys. And next one is a quantum optics. What happening in a quantum optics guys? In quantum optics we are discussing the small particle. Means with light, it deals with the interaction of light with the atomic entities. Means electron, proton guys, means the smallest particle guys of a matter, such as a photoelectric effect. What do you mean by the photoelectric effect guys? Whenever we are incident a light on a material, some different type of material, that time it reflect, it gives the, it imitate some electrons. So that effect is included in a quantum physics, that is called the photoelectric effect. The complete process of photoelectric effect is discussed in a 12th standard guys. Okay, and that wave optics is also discussed in a 12th standard. In 10th standard we are discuss only a reflection and refraction guys. So guys, now we move on next point, that is a source of light. How many sources and how many types of sources are available to get the light, guys? If you are talking about the source of light, guys, that time you are saying sun is always provide the light and the lamp is always provide the light. But guys, there are some more sources are also available which not provide the light, but it is visible whenever a light is incident on it. So guys, we are now discuss the source of light. So first one is point is a body which emits light or reflect. There are two characteristics, guys. If that body emit the light or reflect, the light falling on it in a all possible direction. Let's suppose that object is considered and light is incident on that and it reflect in a all direction, so that time you can say that is a source of a light. And which type of source we are described also that this source is which type of source, guys. So but it is called a source, and source may be point object and source may be extended also. Just like if you are talking about the LED means some small size. If we are talking about some tube lights, guys, that time that having a large width, large size, but as compared to LED. So source may be point object and source may be possible to a extended one, guys. So you can say there are two types of sources, luminous and non-luminous sources. What do you mean by the luminous source and what do you mean by the non-luminous? Luminous means, guys, that emit the light itself. On light is emitted, guys, that is called luminous. Non-luminous, it doesn't having an on light but it reflect the light. Whenever light is incident on it, it reflect the light. Now one by one we are discussing the sources. So luminous, any object which by itself emit the light, is called the luminous source. What is the example of, guys? Sun also example, star is also example, but these are the sources. It is a source of light, guys, but it is provided by the nature. It is not a man-made sources, guys. It is a natural luminous sources. Why natural luminous sources, guys? It is not developed by us. It is developed by the nature, guys. And second one is a electrical lamp, candles and the lanterns also are artificial. It is a luminous source, guys, but it is a artificial luminous source. It is a artificial luminous sources. Okay, so that is a definition of a luminous source. Next one is a non-luminous sources. Those objects which do not emit the light, but it is visible, but it become a visible only when light from the luminous source fall on them. Means let's suppose we are consider the wood, guys. If you are off the all light in our room, that time what happen, the wooden is not visible. But whenever if any types of light is incident on that wooden, guys, that time it is visible. So what happening in that, guys? In that condition, light is incident on that material and reflect and coming to our eyes. And when the light is coming to our eyes, it doesn't matter it is a direct and indirect. If light is coming from any object, that time we can see that object, guys, clearly. Depends on the intensity of a light. So that time that wooden block will be visible if a light is incident on that box, guys. You can say wooden piece also. Okay, so that is some examples of a non-luminous, guys. Moon and planet doesn't have its own light, but it use the light from the sun. So that is called the natural non-luminous sources. Yes, it is a non-luminous. It is not emitting the light, and guys, but it is reflect the light which is coming on the surface on that moon and planet by the sun. So it is called the natural non-luminous source. Wood, table are called the artificial non-luminous source. Wood and table are called the non-luminous means which non-luminous? Which non-luminous guys? Artificial non-luminous sources. So that is some types of sources guys. First one is a luminous sources, second one is a non-luminous sources. Now we move to some medium of light. Means guys, whenever we are using a torch, then what happen if we are use that torch in a daytime, that light means you can say the summer time, that is that time there is a no fog, means there only air is available, so maximum light is incident and we are seeing the brightest in that room. But at the time of night, and you can say at the time of foggy's time guys, in the winter time, whenever we are use that torch, the light is not brightest. You know that at the time of winter every vehicles are used that light at the time of day. Why it is used that time guys? So there is some problem is appearing due to a medium, means that medium cannot be traveling, cannot be allowed the light to traveling in that path. So on the basis of visibility we can divide it, the medium of light, into a three parts guys. First part is a, first of all, what do you mean by the medium guys? Substance through which light propagate and tends to propagate is called the medium of light. At present we are standing here, there is a air, means light is traveling from one side to another side. Maximum percent of light, means you can say 98 to 99% of light will be traveling from to one side to another side. So that is a visibility very good, that is a brightness guys here present. If that not happening, that time we are divided the medium of light into a three parts. First one is a transparent object, second one is a translucent object, and third one is a guys opaque. So one by one we are discuss what do you mean by the transparent, what do you mean by the translucent, and what do you mean by the translucent and opaque guys, and last one is a opaque. So first one we are focused on that word, that is a transparent object. What happening if you are discuss and we are dealing with the transparent object? Let's suppose guys there is some water glass. So what happen if we are glow a torch from one side, that what happen, most of the light will be passing from that one side to other side. So on the basis of that we are dividing in a three parts. First we are discussing that is a transparent object. Bodies that allow to light to pass through them. If that body allowed to light to pass through them, means you are giving the permission to light, you can move from one side to other side, means light, that mediums allowed to light from one point to another point, that time we can say that medium is called the transparent medium. The example of transparent medium, that is a glass, water and air, means in that medium light is easily traveling from one side to another side. Next one is a translucent object. What do you mean by the translucent object? It gives the permission only a some part. If let's suppose there are 100 particles is coming from that direction, okay guys, 100 we are marking only a 8 to understand that phenomena, and that is a medium. If that medium is a transparent, so maximum let's suppose almost 7 particle will be moved from one side to another side. If that medium is a translucent guys, only if there are 8 particle, only a 5 particle and you can say 4 particle will be moved from that medium. So that medium, yes, that medium allowed to pass, but only a some part only. So guys, bodies that can transmit only a part of light through them are called the translucent objects. Are called the translucent object. The example is a frosted or ground glass and the grease paper and paraffin wax. That are the example of a translucent object. Means guys, that object transmit only a some percentage of a light from one side to other side. Means it not allowed the 100% transmission from one side to other side. Means it's there is a some different types of phenomena is coming, that will be reflect, it will be refract guys, it may be happen depend on the material guys. Okay, next one is a opaque. If we are talking about the wooden, what happen? If we are place the wooden piece here, that is a wood, if we are using that torch guys here, so what happen? A light is incident on that wooden. So what happen? There is some visibility of light. Yes or no? There is a no visibility of light due to a wooden block is coming between the light source and the our destination. So that material is called the opaque. That material is the example of a opaque guys. So bodies that do not allow light to pass through them at all are said to be opaque. That material and that bodies are said to chair and desk. All are the example of a opaque guys. Now we are moving to a next point is some behavior of light at the interface of two media. Our next heading is a behavior of light at the interface of media, means we are explaining that phenomena guys. What happening? Which is the phenomena? That is a medium one. You can assume any medium, and that is a medium second. That is a medium second guys. So if light is coming from that direction, we are writing that direction, that is called the incident ray. We are saying that ray which is coming on that surface guys, that is called the incident ray, and that incident is happening on the interface of a two medium. That surface is called the interface of a two medium guys. So that is a medium number 1, that is a medium number 2. When light is coming from that side guys, that is called the incident ray. If some light is reflected, some part of the light will be reflected and some part of the light will be refracted. Some part all light is a refracted guys. So that is reflected ray and that is a refracted guys. So some part of light, that phenomena is happening guys whenever light is incident at the interference of a two media. That what happen guys? Some light will be reflected and some light will be refracted. Two words is coming. One word is a reflected and second one is a refracted guys. So that phenomena is happening when the light is incident on that surface. Now one by one we are focusing on every rays guys. What happening? A part of incident light, whenever the light is incident guys, so what happening? A part of light is turned back into the first medium. In a previous diagram we know that which is the first medium, that is the first medium and that is the second medium. If light is coming from that direction guys and return back into the same medium, that is the first medium and same medium, and return back into the first medium, that is called the reflection of light. That light is called the reflection of light. That is called reflection of light. Okay guys, so that phenomena is called the reflection of light and that rays is called the reflected ray. This rays is called the reflected ray guys. Okay, so reflection of light and that phenomena is called the reflection and that ray is called the reflected ray. Next one is a part of incident light is transmitted into a second medium. What happening? That is the interface guys. If light is coming from that direction and at that point we are drawing the some point guys. So what happening? That time what happening? That will be traveling. So that time guys, some part of that light will be travel in a second medium from one medium to another, that is a second medium. That process of light is called the reflection of a light. That process is called the reflection of light. That process is called the refraction of light. Refraction of light, guys. Okay, that process is called the refraction of light. Which process, guys? When a light is incident at the surface interface of a two media, some part of light will be transmitted into a second medium. That process is called the refraction of light, and that rays are called the refracted rays, guys. That rays is called the refracted ray. Okay, guys. So these are the some phenomena when the light is incident at the interface of two media, that is incident ray, refracted ray, and in a previous we are discussed the reflection of a light, guys. Now we are focusing the third part, which is not shows on that diagram. What happening, guys? That process and light is incident here, and some part is reflected and some part will be refracted. Let's suppose that incident ray is 100 unit. We are assuming that, guys, and some part, that is a 50% part, is a reflected and 30 unit will be refracted. So there is some problem is coming. Incoming rays means incident unit is 100, reflected is 50, and 30 unit is will be refracted. But guys, there are some mistake is coming. Where are the 20 units? That 20 unit of light will be absorbed by that surface. The 20 unit of light is absorbed by that surface, guys. So that part is called the absorption of a light, guys. Okay, now we write the remaining third part of light energy is absorbed by the second medium. The light will be absorbed by the second medium. Is this called the absorption of a light? That process is called the absorption of a light, guys. Now we are moving to characteristics of a light. What is the some characteristics of a light, guys? First characteristic is light has a dual nature. In a previously we are explaining that de Broglie proved that the light having a dual nature. Which is dual nature? First one is a wave and second one is a particle. Both are the nature of a light. Light can traveling in the form of wave. Light will be travel in the form of particle. Both are possible in the case of light. Okay, guys. So light having a dual nature. Next point is a light is a electromagnetic waves, guys. Yes, light is a electromagnetic waves and it can traveling in a vacuum also. Light doesn't require the material medium from its propagation. Means, guys, if in our galaxy there are many times some blasting will be happening, but we are not listening the sound of any. But if you are consider the distance between the earth and sun, there are very long distance, but light can traveling that distance without any material medium. Means between the earth and sun there is no medium, but light can traveling from sun to earth, guys. Okay, so light doesn't require a material medium for its propagation. Light can traveling through a vacuum, guys. Light can traveling in a vacuum. Next point is a speed of light in a free space, which already explained to you, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Please focus on that word, guys. That is the speed of light in a vacuum. Okay, so what is the value, guys? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That is the speed of light in a vacuum. Its speed marginally less in air. If we are talking about the speed of light in air, less than some percentage of that, let's suppose 2.8, 2.7 into 10 to the power 8 and 10 to the power 7 meter per second is speed in a air. Its speed is decreases considerably in a glass and water. When light is traveling from one medium, that is the air, having a higher speed. When the light is traveling from one medium, that is the air, to glass, that what happening, guys? there is a speed is changes. Please read and mark the important line, guys. Whenever we start the refraction of light, guys, whenever we start the refraction of light, that time we use that concept, guys. What happening if light is traveling from one medium to another medium, guys? So that time we are using that concept. When light is traveling from one medium to another medium, that time speed is changes and speed is variable, guys. High to low and low to high depends on the medium, first and second medium. So that concept are used whenever we start the refraction of light. Now we focus on next point is a light undergoes the reflection from the polished surface such as a mirror. Light perform a phenomena that is a reflection on the surface of mirror. If there is some mirror, guys, that time if light is incident on that mirror, so what happening, guys, it perform the reflection of light. When the light is incident on our eyes, guys, that time we can see that object. Please do that experiment. Let's suppose that is a marker and that some pen is, guys. The front side of that marker is visible from my eyes, but the back side cannot be visible. Why? Light is incident on that back side always, guys, but that back side is not visible for us, guys, not visible for me. If we are place a mirror backside of that, then what happening, guys? We can see the backside of that mirror, that pen in the form of image on mirror. What happening in that process, guys? Now we are explaining that. Let's suppose that is a some pen and that backside, that is a backside, and some person is visualized from here. So what happening, guys, the backside is cannot be visible. If we are placing a mirror here, that is a symbol of a mirror, guys, so what happening, light is incident on that, guys, and moving to that. So what happening, light reflect from that process, and if that light is coming on our eyes, if you are standing here and there is a position of eyes of any person, that time you can see the point of that backside of that marker. So what happening in that process, guys, if light is coming from to any point is and incident on our eyes, that time we can see the any object, guys. Okay, so that is a characteristics of a light, guys. One more characteristic is coming, guys. Light undergoes the refraction when it goes from the one medium to another medium. What do you mean that process, guys? In that process we are saying that is a beaker, guys. You know that if it is filled with the water, so light is incident from the air to water, that is the air, that medium is the air and that medium is water. What happening in our last characteristics, guys, when the light is incident from the one medium to another medium, that what happen, refraction. What do you mean by the refraction, guys? Basically that pencil and that marker and that pen will be inside that water is a straight, but if you are visualized from that side, guys, you are seen that marker and some pen will be visualized some tilted form. That is the original position of that, guys, but if you are use that water, if there is a no water, that time it will be straight by our eyes. If you are seeing that condition, that time we can see that is straight. If water is present inside that glass, guys, that time it shows the some tilted position. You can do that experiment at your home also. Use a glass and dip your any pencil and dip, guys, and whenever you are saying that time you can feel that it is tilted. So that is an example of a refraction, guys. That is an example of a refraction, guys. Okay. Next one is a ray of light. When the light is traveling from one place to another place, how we can represent on a paper light is traveling? That time we use that concept. The concept is a ray of light. A path along which light energy traveling in a given direction is called the ray of light. A ray of light is represented by a straight line. Now we draw the straight line and the mark an arrow. That arrow shows the direction of light. You can mark the arrow also here. All are correct, guys. So that direction shows that the direction of a light traveling from that point to that point. So that is a ray of light. Means it shows the path along which the light is traveling, guys. Next one is a beam of light. A collection of rays of light is called the beam of light. However, if the number of rays is too small, then such a collection of rays called the pencil of light. Let's suppose, guys, that is a point and all are the light is coming from that type. So that is called the beam of light. That is called a beam of light. If that is a small, that you can say the pencil of a light. That is you can say the pencil of a light. Next one is a parallel beam, guys. In a previously we are discussing the beam of light. If all rays are parallel to each other, guys, if the all rays are parallel to each other, so that time you can say that is a parallel beam of light. Now mark the arrow which shows the direction of a light. So that diagram and that ray diagram is shows that is called the parallel beam of light. When the ray of light traveling parallel to each other, then the collection of such rays is called the parallel beam of light. That example is a sun entering in the room through a ventilator, consider parallel beam. If you are close that room and sunlight is coming, that time you see the straight graph, guys, that type. If let us suppose that is a window, guys, so light is coming in that direction. So light is coming in that direction, that is all are parallel to each other, that is called the parallel beam of light. That is called a parallel beam of light. This is the assignment number 1 on the basis of a today's lecture. In that lecture we are discussing how many types and how the light will be discovered, how many natures will be available of a light. We are discussing the particle nature of a light, wave nature of a light, and at the last we discuss that what happening with the light having a both type of a nature. It can perform a particle nature and it can perform a wave nature also. So both the type of nature will be performed by the light, and that experiment shows, and that point is shows and explained by a de Broglie. That is the name of the scientist which are proof that light contain both the type of a nature. Both the type of nature. Which type of a nature? That is a particle and wave nature. Okay, students. Now, dear students, the assignment number 1 questions are available in a exercise number 1, and all questions are objective type and one correct options. Okay, one correct right option types questions. So question number 1 to 8, all are related to a today's lecture. Dear student. So do your work in your copies very neat and clear and complete your work on same day. Don't be late, guys, because if you revise the today's lecture after a same day, if you are revising your lecture on same day, you take only that is a 50 minutes lecture. In that case, you can required that for a revision you required. If you are doing your revision on the same day, that time you required only a 15 to 20 minutes. If you are doing your work after 1 and 2 days, that time it required the 30 and 40 minutes. And most of the things you can forget. So dear student, it's my suggestion to all of you, please revise your chapter on a same day. That time you can make your concept very nice. Okay, students. Now today's lecture is complete, and thank you so much, students. Have a nice day.